Hi, welcome to SBR Sports Picks. I'm Peter Loshak. He's Mike Brenner. We're the odds couple. Sportsbookreview.com is where we're from. SBRodds.com. We're talking with Jeff from BMOCwins.com, covering a couple games from college football week 14. The first one we covered, I had strong opinions, and Jeff turned out agreed with them dead on, which is nice to hear. This one is a tough game, though, that we're going to cover right now, Temple and Navy. So I'm interested to hear how he breaks this one down. Now, last week, Jeff gave us a winner on the over in the Navy game, which when he broke it down, to me, it was just way too obvious, but turned out Navy covered the over all by themselves.
And not just that, the military schools in particular, he's had a good read on him, and he's had a really good read on Navy. So this is one when I got to this one, Pete, I was scratching my head, and I was automatically thinking
this is different because Navy obviously has been great against the spread, 7-3-1 ATS, but you don't want to be betting against Temple. And at the beginning of the year, I don't know if you remember, but I said that Temple was a team that I was looking for to have a good year. They had there were so many reasons. The coach, there was a good spirit around the team. They lost their first game against the spread and then covered the next 11 in a row.
Bam.
They have covered 11 in a row, so you want to be very, very careful.
I can't touch it. This has got 10 football written
then
on it for me.
you have the total, which is 62, and Temple likes to run as well.
Ooh.
They can defend the run as well, so I'm not sure I'd be too eager to jump over the over in this one either. So I'll tell you what I'm leaning right now. It's a very lukewarm lean. I am leaning Temple here at +3. Navy also has the Army game coming up next week, and I just think as good and as admirable a program as Navy is right now, I like Temple just as much. They're getting points, and that would be my lukewarm lean. Mike Brenner, because you think is a 10-foot pole.
It is, and that's why we're going to go to Admiral Nadeau right now. That's what we're going to do because I'm dying to hear his breakdown.
Jeff, it's a tough game. What's your take on it?
I'm on Navy here, boys.
Okay.
Rocking with the Naval Academy. I actually think this is a little bit too much respect for Temple, to be honest. If you're wanting to jump in front of the Navy steamroller right now, good luck with it. I'm not going to co-sign it, though. I know Temple's been astronomically good against the spread. I'm from the Philadelphia area. I know that. But let's look at the one loss, Army.
Yes. That was also week 1, though.
I know.
Yeah.
And you did call it right after that. You said they're going to go, and Pete did nail it.
Yeah, keep in mind, though, Navy's been very good against the spread as well. Both these teams have kind of been money makers, especially in conference. But, you look at Navy, 61 points a game over the last 3. They've punted twice in the last 4 games. Over the course in November, guys, 38 drives for Navy. They scored 33 touchdowns, 1 field goal, and took a knee 6 times. Look, they're not punting the football. That's unbelievable. Their offense has been a steamroller. And they're playing stronger, and as teams are getting kind of weaker, you're starting to see them continue to play better every week. Their offense has been rolling. Temple, you look at some of their step-up games, Penn State, a couple others. I know they beat South Florida, but other than that, they have not played well in those step-up games. I just look at the fact that there's some injury concerns with Temple. Their starting receiver is questionable. Their quarterback, P.J. Walker, he's been hobbled a little bit. One thing I will point out, Peter, on your end with Temple, the key to beating a team like Navy, keeping their offense off the field, Temple is actually 4th in the country in possession per game. Both these teams rank high in those standpoints. But, Peter, Mike, I don't like to bet against Naval Academies regardless of what game it is. Peter, last year, this reminds me a lot of this bowl game Navy played in last year. You get a Pittsburgh team with a pretty good defense, but Navy ends up winning by 2+ touchdowns. I'm not looking to jump in front of a team that is just rolling right now on the offensive end. I'm sure Temple will play well defensively, but it's hard to get in front of them right now.
All right, so then why don't you like the over then at 62 if you think that Navy just can't be stopped offensively?
Yep, I think the over is a good play as well. I think is it as strong as the side? I'd like the side a little bit more, but the over, right now, Navy can hit that themselves.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah, they're dangerous.
And Temple, look, the concern for me there would just be that Temple doesn't hold up their end of the bargain. They can look pretty lax at times offensively, but over would I wouldn't be betting the under here. Put it that way.
Yeah. All right.
Well, and I think confidence-wise, I think Navy really has the confidence in this battle right now. Like 61 points, last 3 games, two times they punted in 4 games. Hell, the punter got sick yesterday. You know what the coach told him? Yeah, stay home. We're not going to need you.
But the punter actually didn't even make the trip.
And I was kidding around, and you just said it. That's unbelievable. Yeah, sit home. We're not going to need you. We're not going to need you. But there's one thing I like, Jeff. Pete had brought up a point about, they got Army behind it. Here's where Jeff, when he said this early in the year, it stuck in my head. These guys are well-disciplined military guys. It doesn't matter what week, who they're playing. They're going to be up and ready for every game, damn near, Pete. Their discipline is amazing. I couldn't bet against that. I just can't.
One other thing. They lead the country by a wide margin in fewest penalty yards per game.
Wow.
Ken Niumatalolo is a very underrated coach. He's a guy that doesn't get a lot of respect, but he's been there for a long time. They're disciplined. They don't make mistakes.
Yeah.
And the
players love him. Players love him.
Correct.
All right. Well, Jeff's made a very convincing argument for sure. It just makes me anyone who's been betting for at least half a year.
All I got to my mind is that what the hell was that song? In the Navy. What the hell was that band?
I'm just saying, it makes me nervous to bet against a team that's covered 11 in a row.
You would have been good in the Village People with that mustache. I swear to God, you would have been.
That's true.
Yeah,
Me, you, and Big Man. Yeah.
All right. So go ahead.
One thing on that whole thing, again, look at your step-up games. You lose to Penn State, you lose to Memphis.
But they covered though.
I know.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, so is Navy. I mean, they're 7-3.
Three's not a whole lot of wiggle room in there, Pete. I don't know. You know what? I'm dying to see the outcome of this. But
all right. So Jeff's
I
pick.
think this is a double-digit win.
Jeff's pick on this game is a Navy -3, and you want to take the over or pass on that one?
I'll pass on it. I'll just go with the side here.
Okay.
All right.
Jeff's website is bmocwins.com. Tell us what we can find there, Jeff.
You can find all sorts of stuff, Peter. Bowl season's coming. That's where I really make my money. And look, college basketball non-conference. I know you guys are rolling. I'm rolling as well. Up over 5 units for the year already. Doing a great job. So come on and join me. Best customer service in the business, if you ask me.
Okay. Thanks, Jeff.
thanks, Jeff. Let's get it done, buddy.
Thanks, fellas.
Research before you bet. Be sure to check out SPR Picks for the best game predictions, breakdowns, and much, much more.